What's up people, this is Louis here bringing you a guide to Apexlegend. Now, Apexlegend has been out for a pretty long time, but still there are a few people who are struggling to do good. Now here's a tip for beginners that will help you do good. Now, tip number 1, landing spot. Guys, I know you've seen a lot of pros do this. They just go directly to Skull Town or Bunker or maybe even a dropship. Do not fault them, because the pros are very experienced. They just go down there, get a gun and wipe everyone out in that area. Then they start looting. But if you happen to fall with any of the pros, you're instantly gonna get wiped out because they have more gun skill, they have better experience in gun, they have better experience in the game. So it's better if you guys do not land with them. If it's better if you guys do not land in the hot zones. So what you do is, for example, if the game is starting from Skulltown, you drop it to the farther corner of the map. That way you can get enough loot and be ready for the fight. And as you're coming to the middle point from that farther corner, you're killing people, you're getting more experience, you're getting more confidence. That way you can face anyone in that game. Now, I would advise you to start dropping into the hot zones after you have enough confidence, enough kills, and enough gameplay. That way you will enjoy the game more. As for tip number 2, we have legend selection. Now guys, if you're not aware of what legends are in Apex, the characters you choose are known as legends. Now each legend has different abilities. They are passive, tactical, and ultimate. Passives are something that you don't have to activate it. For example, my character Lifeline, her passive ability is that she can heal enemies by deploying a shield that blocks all incoming attacks. Her tactical is that she can deploy her health dome that heals their teammates as well as enemies. And her ultimate ability is that she can call up care packages. Now, why is this part really important? Because when you are a beginner, you don't know which characters actually does which abilities. So it's better to select those characters that helps your teammates. For example, if you select Lifeline, you'll give them life. You'll give them health drone that will help them throughout the match. And also care packages that will give them loot. There are a few tough characters, for example, Bloodhound. His ability is to find out a lot of surroundings and also to go into beast mode. There are other characters, for example, Bangalore. Her ability has to be used by someone who is really professional to help the teammates. So if you're a beginner, I would say to avoid that character. Now, this part is really important because as a beginner you need to start helping your teammates to understand the game more, and when you're confident, then go into choosing better characters.
Tip number 3, squad play. Now, you might be thinking, oh god, I won't be good at this game because I don't have a squad to play with. Guys, squad play does not necessarily mean that you have 3 friends together, you play together. No. Squad play means cooperating with your teammates, whoever you are with. Let's say you're with randoms but has mics. You're communicating with them, you're staying close to them. That is squad play. Trust me, I have won many matches with randoms than I have won with my friends, because most randoms really do play serious, and when you're communicating with them, when you're trying to tell them what the enemy is, or let's say where you want to attack, or trying to help them out by giving them meds, don't keep them all to yourself. If your if your team does not survive, you will not survive. This is the rule of the game. There's no way you can go 1v3 against all the time. You can't do that. Yes, there are a few situations where you have won against the whole squad, but it will not always occur. And think it like this: what's going to be more difficult for you? If you attack one-on-one with everyone, if you attack one-on-one with your enemies, or if 3 of your enemies come towards you, there's no way you're going to survive that. So by squad play, I mean that you and your squad staying together and attacking the enemy together. If your squad is full, till the end of the game, you have more advantage to win that game than someone whose squad is not full or someone who's not communicating. That's the best option I can give you. So tip number 4, environmental awareness. Guys, I can't explain in words how much important this is. The game itself even has a character for this environmental awareness, like Bloodhound. His character passive abilities help him to be aware of his enemies. He can see footprints of his enemies as they go by, or I think around at least 30 seconds. So, environmental awareness in this game is really important. So, how will you be environmentally aware and why should you be that? Even if you don't play as Bloodhound, you can easily be aware of your environment. How? For example, if an enemy opened a door, when you see a door open, you understand that someone went through here. Always try to use a good headset with you that will help you to understand if the enemies are closer. You can hear their footsteps. Now, one more thing is that in this game, try to avoid staying in the middle of the map. Why? Because think it like this. Think that you are looking for enemies. Where will you look at first? You will look close to you or you will look far away, and it's easier to spot people who are in the middle of the map. Let's say roaming around in the middle. You can get attacked from any side and that's going to be really bad. So one more thing, if you're being attacked, try to search for environments to dodge those attacks. That is going to be really helpful. Tip number 5 is gun selection. It's all about choosing the right gun. Now guys, I know a lot of you seen that those pro players are just dropping down and using a windman. They're also having a great hit shot with a Kraber, or also having a good kill streak with Havo. But guys, these are not for new players or beginners. I would suggest you guys to drop down, get a gun, finish off your enemies or finish off your looting, and get those guns like R99 or a carbine. They have a really good fire rate, and if you match up with it with a, let's say, extended mag, you guys can really wipe up everyone. Now, why is guns important in this game? Because if you're choosing one gun, you have to usually stick with this gun and find its ammos. This is usually better because by this you're actually trying to adjust with the game. Changing guns every now and then will not help you much. So it's better to stick with the guns that you're comfortable with, and those are easy to use. But I would suggest to keep one, let's say, a short range gun combined with a long or medium range gun. That helps a lot in this combats.